Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Anselmo Academy of Music and the Arts, and we are live on Facebook. Today, we continue our initiative of online masterclasses featuring professors and students from around the world. Today, we're honored to feature Professor Akiko Gaffney from California and her student, Kana Hayashi. I am about to introduce each guest, but first, I wanted to share an update about an upcoming event in our new platform, Student Spotlight, where we too will feature talented students from around the world. Our first student in this initiative is Philip Kahn, who is a 13-year-old concert pianist from Germany. He is also a composer, a conductor, and an actor, as he was featured in a film playing Mozart. We will have this special event at the end of this month on Facebook Live, and stay tuned for more details. Please make sure to follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and at our website, you can subscribe to two newsletters. One is called Academy Newsletter, and the second newsletter is called On Stage. And it's all electronic, so you can receive all updates about the Academy and events just like this on a regular basis. Wonderful. So back to Miss Akiko. Can we please have Miss Akiko's picture on the screen as I will read some of her accolades, please. Wonderful. Akiko Gaffney is currently president of the Sacramento-San Joaquin District of the California Association of Professional Music Teachers and vice president of MTAC Sierra Branch. She is adjudicator for United States Open Music Competition. She teaches at the Pacific Institute of Music in Folsom, California, and conducts private lessons at her home studio. Akiko students have received numerous top prizes at multiple competitions, and I'm just going to mention a few at Seattle International Piano Competition, 23rd International Chopin Piano Competition in Asia, finalist, MTNA Junior State Competition, and Steinway Junior Piano Competition, among many others. Miss Akiko had started her piano lessons in Tokyo, Japan, under Akira Sato and Reiko Kikuchi, as she was attending Tokyo School of Music. She then received her Bachelor of Music degree and Artist Diploma from Tokyo College of Music. And then she continued her musical education during graduate school at the Indiana University Jacobs Schools of Music, where she earned a performance diploma and studied piano solo with Michael Block, who was awarded the Rubinstein Award in Warsaw at the 6th International Chopin Piano Competition in 1960. And she studied chamber music with Rostislav Dubinsky, who's first violinist at the Borodin Quartet. Akiko performed piano and chamber music in US, Japan, Russia, and currently is, as we mentioned, lives in Folsom, California. She had lived in Vladivostok, Russia during 1994 and 95, where she worked as a string accompanist at the Far Eastern Institute of Arts. Most recently, she performed with cellist GMO Chen at the annual Sonora Bach Festival in 2018 and with Dr. Christine Choi and GMO Chen at the Westminster Presbyterian Church Noon Concert Series in Sacramento and at the Harris Center for the Arts in Folsom. Thank you so much, Miss Yoko, for joining us. Akiko, for joining us. Please say hello.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me today. And I'm looking forward to have a masterclass today. And I hope everybody enjoys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And now we have a few words about our student today, Kana Hayashi. Can we please have her picture on the screen? Wonderful. Kana Hayashi is an 8th grader at Holmes Junior High School in Davis, California. Kana has been studying piano with Akiko Gaffney for 6 years after taking lessons from Keiko Murata and Yuka Kanazawa. She took Masterclass from Alexander Matushkin in the PIOM Masterclass series. She won the second prize at the Go for the Gold music competition hosted by CAPMT District 5 and received honorable mentions at the 2021 CAPMT Honors State Competition. Other than music, she loves reading English, Japanese books and hanging out with her friends over bubble tea. How cool. Hello, Kana.
Hello.
Yes, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm really excited to be playing today.
Yes, and in today's program, we have Mozart Piano Sonata K310, first movement. Miss Akiko, please take it away.
very good. I think she got a little bit nervous today. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a little bit about Mozart, just a little bit. He he was born 1756, and then age of 3, his father noticed his talent in music. And then about 6 years old, he took Mozart to touring in Europe. And then he played with his sister during the touring. And then he wrote sonatas. Age of 8, he started to compose sonata. Age of 8 and 9, maybe orchestra, not the full orchestra, but started to do orchestra work. And then age 12, started to compose opera. And then during this he composed this piece about 1778. So he went to Paris 1777 to get a new job, sort of. And then he traveled with his mother, and he stopped by Mannheim in Germany and then other places along the way. And then when he composed before he composed this piece, he had a tragic death of his mother in Paris. And then also he had sort of kind of relationship with Weber, is the famous composer Johann Weber's cousin, but he had to finish the relationship. So then he composed this piece, and then his composition, he didn't compose many minor pieces. This is one of his, or he composed minor pieces, sonata for sonata, this A minor and then C minor. And then out of his 18 piano sonatas. And then at the same time, he also composed a violin sonata. I guess that was Kehel 3 or 4, I believe. And then that was also minor. And then symphony, he had number 40 minor symphony, number 40 and number 25. So that was, except the fantasies for piano. So he didn't compose many minor pieces. Majority pieces were major. So anyway, so that's just a brief history of Mozart and then this composition. Okay, so we can go over from the beginning. So this piece is A minor piece. Okay, so let's have your So let's start from the beginning. Okay, so the first subject is from here to where would that be? 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah. And then, and then from here, is different. So, and then also maybe not too much pedaling here. Let's have a more like instead of one pedal sounds. And then a little bit more kind of serious, kind of minor sound. So let's have this one more time. Let's play without the okay, and then actually first subject goes to even after that until after this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 measures is the first subject. So and then let's keep same let's say forte, maybe not too much diminuendo crescendo, and then here. First one is T, second time. So it's a little different, but just have that in your mind when you play. Okay, that's good. And then can you do to the end more? Keep the same dynamics here. Maybe from second time. Okay, so what's the difference? First subject here, we got T is what is here? F major, right? So A major to F major. And then, okay, so little bit of lightness, not light, but just a little bit of kind of from dark to a little bit of different major tone here. Okay, so let's play from here. Okay, that's good. And then keep time and still T. And then from here, you can kind of calming down a little bit more from here. Okay, maybe not here. Okay. Can you play from here? Okay, good. So from measure 9 through before the second subject starts, I think this is kind of transaction part. Okay, so first subject and then the transaction part. Okay, and then from here, before that, G, and then C minor, and then G again, C minor, and then it gets shorter and shorter. G minor, C, G, C minor, G, C minor, and then next one is the second subject. Second subject starts with what key? Okay, C major. Okay, so let's play from this G and then going back and forth G and C minor. Okay, good. Okay, so from here, on the right hand side, it's all 16th notes. Okay, until from to here to there, it's all 16th notes. Okay, so and then you can think of, okay, so then let's play from here again, from second subject. Okay, so that section, descending and then ascending, right, to here. Okay, so let's have that little bit more. Right hand. Okay, so let's have that in the left hand. Maybe like some kind of maybe varying, and then the top part is like you can think like a concerto or something. Piano part starts. Okay, so come up higher position, and then go down to E, and from here going up again. Okay, so let's play one more time from Okay, good, that's good. Okay, so here, it's got 16th note gets together, and right here. So maybe little bit of like maybe tutti type of feeling here more. Okay, can you play from here? Yeah, good. Keep going. So this is kind of a tricky part. Can you do left hand here? Okay, so I think when you play this section, okay, this is fine. From here. So can you do that with your left hand? Just so have that in your ear, okay, and then play all the notes. Okay, okay, and then right hand. Can you add your right hand? You can practice maybe just try once. Try one more time. And then also it's important to play musically. Okay, so yeah, and then play more music. Okay, let's add all the notes. That's better. Let's play from. Okay, so this part, it's a small codetta here. Okay, so the expositions coda here. Okay, so and then this is the motif. So you see many places you have this dotted eighth note and 16th notes everywhere. Okay, and then this one is the arrangement of this motif. Okay, so here, okay, so this one too, left hand. So from here to this one is a little tricky part. So you can practice left hand. It is tarararararara is the is the one motif here, and then it goes down same style. Okay, so can you do just left hand once? kind of little detached a little bit. Okay, good. Let's add writing. So that's the exposition is finishing here. So next one is development part. Starting what is the key? Actually, it's C major. Yeah. Okay, so let's play from here. So you start this kind of happier sound, and then soon after it goes to what? To what minor? C minor. C minor. And then, okay. So this is a C7 chord. So C7 and then D. Okay, so let's play one more. C major, C minor, and then it's D minor, D minor, yeah. And then I think it says forte piano, but not too much accent like. It's a little bit. Okay, so let's play. So maybe not much. Can you do right hand? So more time. Just maybe emphasis. Okay, so this is a C7. From here, this is it's a German 6. Okay, so here is C7. So it's A sharp and B flat are same note, but for chord wise, it's different name. Okay, so okay, so let's do one more time. Ha da 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 da. Okay, so here, from here, okay, so C major, C minor, and then from here is B minor. Okay, and then I think left hand is not too much. Can you do left hand here? Okay, and then this part is 4 different groups, 4 measures each. 1, 2, 3, 4 is this one. And the next one is the E minor, right? Next one, A minor goes to A minor. Another one is 3, 4, and then next one is D minor. Okay, and then it goes to this one. Okay, so let's do it again. So I would do T. So not too much. Somewhere was a little bit too dry. So can you do here? Just right. Okay, and then this is a little tricky part for your right hand because you have to and then you have to hold it down and then D, you have to sing the and then hold it down. Yeah, so can you do that? Right. Okay. And then you add the and then do your left hand and do. Okay, that's better. Okay. Still, I hear a little bit of dryness, couple places, but you can work on that. And then this section is a fortissimo, so a little bit more heavier, more loud. Okay. And then next one is pianissimo. The big difference from fortissimo to pianissimo. So can you do one more time and then keep on? or this section. So here, okay, can you do that? For this, more let's add your left hand. More fortes. After the and then left hand. Can you play left hand? Okay, so this section is descending, right? Left hand. And then can you just do this? Da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, and then one more time. And the rest of it is okay. Okay, let's play all this. Okay, so here. Okay, okay, so and then let's add your right hand. Okay, so here, here, right here. So it's that's you can think like that when you play instead of okay, so can you play just this one? Okay, let's do one. Okay, let's add all the notes. Okay, let's add your left hand. And then here, chromatic scale. Going to E. Okay, can you do it from here? I think you need to keep the intenseness of here more. So you're and then here. Okay, that was good. Then I can hear this section more. Okay, if you lose the intenseness here, then you cannot hear this. This I don't know what is this. Okay, so okay, then can you play from here again? Okay, can you do left hand here? Okay, don't disappear maybe. One, two, three. And then not don't slow down too much. Maybe you can use a pedal. This is staccato? No pedal. So more musical. You don't instead of this one. Okay. Can you play with your right hand? Okay. So I see staccato on your left hand, right? So don't go with your right hand. Not like a T. And then staccato has many kinds of staccato. For this case, I don't think it's a jumping like jump, but more like footsteps or. You're going with your right hand. You're a little bit like you're going with your right hand. writer is doing like a kind of sigh. And then the left hand. Little bit more going towards to this one maybe. Okay, good. And then here. Make sure it's set together. More in the Okay, so here, okay, 5 more minutes. Okay, so here, can you play this one? Then, can you play this one? Okay, so it's kind of a little bit related here. And this one is okay. So have that in your mind when you play. Okay, are we doing okay for time?
Yes, absolutely. You have a few minutes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and then from here, more play on high registration. Don't go down too soon. Stay high registration a little bit more. Okay, and then so this this is a Neapolitan chord. Neapolitan chord. And then T. So it goes to T. This one. So this is a kind of special chord. chord, not too much. Okay, good. So you can practice this left hand a little bit more so that you don't stumble. But otherwise, it's very good. Okay, so you just need have organization to play for any pieces. But if you organize your brain, and then I think listeners can understand what you're playing a little bit more. Okay, all right, very good.
Thank you so much, Miss Akiko, and thank you, Kana, and congratulations on having your masterclass here at Anselmo Academy. Thanks so much for participating, and thank you to all our, guests and listeners today. So long, have a great day.
Thank you.